What's going on, Spidey friends? This is Jimmy C coming at you. I would say live, but it's not going to be live when most of you watch it. This is going to be my 8th video, and I'm going to do a video about what I did last week. I went to this flea market up in Hastings-on-Hudson. It's in Westchester, and Upper New York. And I tell you, I caught the mother load. I don't know about Obamacare or whatever, but you know what? This is the closest I'm ever going to come to an Obama entitlement handout. I can only even imagine what that is. Getting free money to sit on your ass and do nothing. But, that's my personal thoughts on another opinion. But you know what? I got 80 comic books from this dealer. Well, he was in a flea market. I got 80 comic books for $30. So that's about, if you do the math, I don't know, maybe 40 cents a comic. So everything I got is from this batch. It's 80 books about. Bear with me. I'm going to try to make it fun and hope you guys enjoy it. So let's kick it off. I kind of sorted it, DC, Marvel, Image, and then other. So let's kick it off. We got Invincible number 100. You know me, ham for the double zeros. Anything 100, I'm all in. I have not read this, but I've heard it's good, and I actually have. I'm not gonna lie, I downloaded it on the Pirate Bay. I got over 100 issues ready to read, but I'm so backed up with work and everything. But anyway, what do we got? We got the Max number 1. We also got the Max number 1. On the flip side, the Glow in the Dark issue. Not really worth a lot, but this is pretty cool. I remember I got this back in the day when I was collecting, and it came out in the late 80s, early 90s, I think. They had an HBO series on it and everything. What else I got? I got Chew. I got all excited, it was my first issue of Chew. I've never read it, and I don't have any issues, but of course, it's the third printing, number 3, so we couldn't get that crazy for, 40 cents a comic. What do we got? We got Dart number 1. Felt a little turtle love, so we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 1, first issue. Now remember, bear in mind, I'm not going to say that 100 times and be redundant. These are about 40 cents each, all in. The guy was the nicest guy in the world, this old Italian guy. I'm thumbing through his books, and you know what he asks me? He's like, listen, I got to ask you a question. Do you say sauce or gravy? It caught me totally off guard. I thought that was the funniest question ever. I grew up in Little Italy. I'm half Italian, half Irish myself. So I'm like, gravy. He's like, okay, keep digging. I said, oh, thank you, brother. And that's where we left it. Anyhow, got Greed and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Pretty cool artwork. I'm into it. Another childhood memory. Roger Rabbit number 1. Can't beat it. Bob Hoskins just passed away, so R.I.P. to him, brother. I doubt it'll make the book go up or down, but who cares about that? Either way, it's a sad day. And, what's this? It's not a comic book. I couldn't believe when I saw this. It's Arnold. I looked this up on Comic Price Guide. I can't find it, but hey, you know what? For almost 40 cents, how can you beat that? Maybe he's at a Comic-Con one day. I'll get this shit autographed, and, boom. And here we go, dun 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 dun. Lone Ranger number 1, Hi-Ho Silver. I love this cover. It's just draped in red, accenting all the highlights. And I don't know who did it. It looks like an Alex Ross type cover. I don't know if he did it. I'm not sure. I didn't do enough research. But either way, 40 cents. What's the age-old adage? Why not? I'm not even gonna say that because I could say why not for every friggin' comic book in this video. What do we got next? Mickey Mantle don't care about you. A little Bronx Tale for you. Bill Mazeroski made him cry. Good. F that guy. That alcoholic with psoriasis. Anyway, Mickey Mantle number 1, 1991. Perfect condition. So, you know what? 40 cents. Why not? What do we got next? I've never heard of this. Just the title alone made me laugh. The Amazing Wazoo. Wazoo. So, hey. Alright, I'm in. Let me get rid of those. Alright, what do we got next? We got Dancer number 1. We got not the first, not the middle, but the last Phantom. Pretty cool cover. Reminds me of the first Star Wars. what's his face, who got chopped in half by, not Qui-Gon, but his Jedi, you know, the guy below him. Anyway, enough of me stuttering. We got Valeria #1, a She-Bat. I did not pay this; it was just on there. And then we caught a run of, you know, I'm not familiar with this book, as most books, but I caught a bunch. Evil Ernie Revenge #1. They're pretty cool looking, and I said, you know what a great time to get on board when I'm getting all these books for like pretty much carte blanche. We got Evil Ernie Destroyer. You guys could see that. We got Evil Ernie #1 Kick Captain America's ass. That's the only way I find it on the price guide. A little Captain America over there. It's hard to see. We got Evil Ernie Straight to Hell. And that's all the Evil Ernies. And then what else we got? This was a pretty cool book. Like, you know, it caught my eye. And their autograph, too. I didn't really look them up or whatnot. But let's see. We got Strange Attractions #1. Signed by somebody here. Either, I guess, the artist or the author. And to follow up, we got Strange Attractions #1. Signed by 2 people. The same guy on that one, and he signed the leg. I don't know if he's known for it, but hey, you know what? I got them autographed. You know, let me read them. Who knows? You know, down the road, you never know who options a movie or TV show or bullshit with all this stuff going on. Every other day, there's a new rumor. This book, pretty cool. Void Indigo. They said this book was canceled due to violence. Like, I guess back in 1984, this must have been a pretty horrific book. Because nowadays, forget about it. On TV, you could watch a normal show at 8 o'clock and it's like violent. But anyway, I've seen this in a lot of places actually for less than $1. So I guess it's not picking up yet. But hey, you know what? I got one issue, so why not? And to finish up this little group, we got Avaricia #3, Matt Fraction. Pretty cool cover. I've not read it. Do not know anything about it. But for 40 cents, you guys know the answer. I'm not even going to say it. Okay, moving on. Let's start with some DC love. We got Hex #1. I guess Jonah was tired of the Wild West. They said, let's throw him in the future. We'll mix it up and see what happens. Still looks badass, kicking ass, whatever. Hey, #1. We got Man of Steel #1. It's a cosmic event of the century. How could you say no? Here it says it right there. We got Action Comics Annual #1. Obviously the newer one. Batman, Superman, great cover. Didn't read it, don't know what's going on, but you know, it's #1, 40 cents. We got Action Comics, boom, 600, 00. I'm all in. Double down, 00. Shout out to District 12. She just showed this. I mentioned that I actually got it. I got it for, you know, what was it, maybe 40 cents or less. So I think I beat her. She got it for 50 cents. So boom, I'm one up on you. Anyhow, pretty good condition, you know, nice book. Have it, you know, why not? And shout out to Vision Comics. Ding, ding, ding. It is a bondage alert. You know what that means. Glad you appreciated my my words the other day. But we got Wonder Woman #219. This has been reviewed in another episode of someone's subscription before, but you know, Wonder Woman bondage issue. They're all standing around, and of all people, Plastic Man who can stretch, and he's standing up there as a voyeur filming this. I got this for 40 cents. Oh my god, and it's in great condition. Black background, only 2 ticks right here. Otherwise, it's perfect. It's like, oh my god. When I saw this, my eyes lit up. I was already in heaven in a frenzy, grabbing all these books, and I saw this, I'm like, oh my god. And I put this, I also got this book. Not really a lot of significance, but 252. You know, it's a great old issue. Probably Bronze Age. 40 cents. How could you fucking turn it down? Excuse my French. There's nobody getting tied up, but hey, you know what? Bondage for the spaceship, you know? The bondage for the space shuttle, rather. I guess that'll never catch on, but hey. Okay, what else do we got? We got Wonder Woman #1. Really nice. We got Superpowers #1. Decent, you know, probably a very good plus, fine minus, but hey, #1, a little yellowing. But, you know, how could you say no to any of this stuff? Everything's less than $1. Got Demon 104 #1. Catching on with the Omega Man. We got Lobo 104 in his own series. I think I have this already, but I said, you know what, I'll grab another one. Why not? It was like a fat boy at a buffet. I couldn't turn down anything, you know. The guy was so cool. He even told me, he goes, bro, give me $300. I'll give you the whole table. He had about 1,000 books. A lot was a redundant junk, and I didn't want it. But I had my girlfriend with me, so, and I got a Mazda 3. So if I came back there with 4 or 5 long boxes, and I gave him $300, forget about it. That was going to be one long ride home. So I'm like, great offer, thank you, brother, but I cannot do it. Anyway, moving on. We got Green Arrow #1, December 2002. One goes one way, one goes the other. It reminds me of the movie with Henry Hill. When his boy shows him the painting. One dog looks one way, one dog looks the other. Anyway, I'm off on a tangent. Sorry. We got Green Arrow #44. She got the HIV, yo. She got the HIV positive. That's got to be worth something or a momentous occasion. I don't even know who she is. I don't read Green Arrow. I'm trying to get into the show, but I just don't know where to start. I don't want to start from the beginning. I feel like the first season was boring and slow, and I don't know. I got a lot of shit going on, so... Anyway, she still got the HIV, so I picked it out for 40 cents. I've seen this before, DC vs. Marvel, #1. I said, alright, I'm going to read that. It's pretty cool. Let's see what goes on there. And we got a little Green Lantern love, Green Lantern #1. We look at a little Guy Gardner #1. Look at that mushroom cut. So 90s classic. Anyway, let's keep it moving. I want to keep it fast. Remember, guys, all these books I got, it was $30 in total, and I still got another batch to show you. Like, my God, it's insane. I got this guy's number, his email address. I don't got his blood type, but you know what? I'm about to get it. Okay, 00, Spidey, Amazing Spider-Man #400, perfect condition. I'm like, oh my God, I don't have it, so I'm so happy. We got, who's next? But, Mr. Doctor Who. I've never watched any of the shows, but like I know he has a huge following, and I saw this. Why not? #57, allegedly first American comic book appearance. I don't even know what that's all about, but I grabbed it. Guardians of the Galaxy #1. I have this already from when I was collecting every day, back in the late 80s, early 90s. What else do we got? Fallen Angels, a little ode to the New Mutants. I'm actually enjoying the new X Factor, which Cypher and Warlock just joined. It's a pretty cool book. It's lighthearted, it's fun. You got Gambit, Polaris. They're all mixing it up. Nothing too serious, and I'm really enjoying it. So if you guys are looking for something to check out, easy reading, it's a pretty good book. We got Marvel Universe #1A. When I was younger, before the internet days, this is how we got our Marvel Universe knowledge. I bought the big books, the graphic novel, basically softcover hardcovers, and it was like the encyclopedias. Basically, you had to get A through C, D through F, and yada yada yada, and that's how we knew whose power level was 8, whose power level was 9, and all that bullshit. So I saw this; it was pretty cool. I said, let me grab it. Okay, what else we got? Then I got the batch. Got a Transformers Universe. I got Transformers Universe 1, 2, and then also he had the whole set 3, 4. So really nice. They're really in perfect condition. Alright, what else did I get next? Keeping with the theme, I got Transformers the movie, issue 2 and 3, issue 1, and what else we got? We got the Gray Hulk Gray, rather, excuse me, dyslexic, #1. I love this cover, it's so awesome. I don't know what it is, but it's just like a cool cover. I have this already, but 40 cents, you can't turn it down. Amazing Spider-Man, Marvel Zombies #1. It's an ode to Amazing Fantasy 15. It's a great cover, you can't beat that. It's probably worth a few bucks too. Picked up a Ghost Rider #1. Nothing to keel over about, but for basically 40 cents, I'm all in. Screw it. Sticking with my theme, 00's got Invincible Iron Man 500. You know, I love it. Great, everything's perfect too. Like, these books are all in great condition too. There's no like, you know, I don't know, do I want it or not? For 40 cents, like, you can't say no to anything. Then I picked up a run. I've never read this, but just from the covers, it looks really cool. It's from Neil Gaiman, Andy Kubert. Can't beat it. It's 1602, straight up. Issue 8, 7, 6. Sorry, 6, 4. I got 5. You know, same thing. 3. Well, it was like Queen Elizabeth or something. 2, and then 1. Like, look at that. 8 issues at 40 cents each. That's $3.20 I paid for this awesome little mini series. Like, I'm so excited to read it. It's beautiful. Moving on. We're almost done. Bear with me. Got a Machine Man #1. Little Jack Kirby love for you. This in mint condition is like a $60 book. This is not mint, but you know, worst case scenario, maybe 15, 20 bucks. 40 cents. Man, that's some markup. That's better than any penny stock I've heard of. Machine Man #1. Okay. Shout out to Mercenaut. I mentioned it in the other video, but like I stumbled upon these, and without him, I would have never known and just kept flipping by. But we got Dreadstar Annual #1. We got Dreadstar #3, all in perfect condition, like near mint, like 9.4 or better. Like I wouldn't hesitate on eBay. Dreadstar #2, and then Dreadstar #1. Like, oh my god, I saw these, I'm like, wow, like unbelievable, perfect. What do we get next? I do not have any of these issues, and I've never read this book either. I know it's hot. We got Preacher Special #1. I looked it up. I forget what his face. He's called something, Mutton Face or something like that. I forget what it is, but it's a special #1. I got Preacher #10. I got Preacher #9. I got Preacher #7. I picked up another Preacher book in my other video. I want to start collecting them. I want to start reading them. You know, if everyone's all into them, there must be a reason for it. And you know what? 40 cents each. Like, get the F out of here, you know what I mean? Pick this up, Image 0. This is actually a pretty, you know, not expensive, but it's worth a few bucks. So I'm like, oh yeah, man, I'm all in. And then, oh my god, you know what? I cannot believe this. I saw this and I just picked it up. And I was like, there's no way, but you know what? I'm just going to get it anyway. And we'll see what happens. Look what I got. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. And I did research because there's like 30 friggin' reprints of this, and I have it's a first print. OMG! It's like I hit the fucking I didn't hit the lotto, but I hit the pick 4 for the day, definitely. This book, I looked in the, you know, they say if the back page, the back page, if you open it and it says slave labor comics advertisement, the full page. That's the first print, and I looked, and that's what it was. There was no gimmick, there was no nothing. I'm like, oh my god, 40 cents. John, you know, he had like a couple others, but I didn't know when I was there, and I'm like, oh my god. I want to kind of call this guy and tell him what he has, just so if I meet him again, a little comic karma love. If you see my other videos, I tell him what he's got, he'll bless me back 5-fold. So, you know, I think I might do it. But like, I was so excited. I basically got, you know, this 40-cent. This book was 40 cents basically, and it's worth like, you know, $50+ I don't even know. People love this book. I haven't read it, but I don't know. You know, I'm at a loss for words. Anyhow, let me move on. Show you. I got a couple more. What did I get? I got Why the Last Man, issue #9. This is another one I haven't read yet. I'm going to start it. Got another Dazzler #1. If you remember, I got Tom DeFalco to sign the original, but I got this one too. I said, oh, why not? Got a Lock and Key. It is #1. It's not the original #1. It's like, you know, one of their annuals or specials or whatever. Sucker for the 00. Spawn 200. He had about 5 of them. I didn't know which one to get. There was so many variants. I said, you know what? I'm not going to get caught up in that, even though they're so cheap. I said, no, I'm just going to pick one and that's it. Batman and Robin, Boy Wonder, #1. Special edition, of course. God forbid it was just the original #1. But you know what? Flea marketers can't be choosy, and I just took it anyway. And last but not least, we got Batman and the Monster Man, #1. Perfect condition, 2006. Great cover. So that concludes my flea market haul. I know all you guys are going to be booking your flights to Westchester, New York. If you think they're all like this, I don't know, man. I got lucky. It was pretty crazy. I just want to finish things up with something cool off the beaten path. Well, you know, first off, I'll set it off. I got X-Men #95. I've had this before. I didn't get this at the flea market or nothing. X-Men #95, you know, Death of Thunderbird. It's an 8.0. Got it on eBay probably 6 months ago. It was about 85 bucks. 80 bucks, 85 bucks. I said, you know what? I got 94 and I got giant size. Let me get this one. It's just like, it was just sitting there. You know, sometimes you just got to pull the trigger. You know, it caught me on an off day. Maybe I was drinking in the afternoon and I was feeling frisky with the credit cards. I said, you know, F that shit. I want it. Let's hope something happens with him in the next movie or so and it skyrockets. Otherwise, you know, it's a $100 book. And last but not least, I don't know if anyone's interested in this, but I went to New York City Comic-Con in, 2009. This is what I used to do back in the day. Like, I still do. When I go to the Comic-Cons, I told you guys in the other video, I get them signed. So here is my 2009 New York City Comic-Con badge signed. So look, who do I have? I have Joe Quesada right there. I got Rob Liefeld. I got Lennon Yu, awesome artist. Got Mark Morales. Got the original Joe Kubert. Got Tom DeFalco. I want to say this is Neil Adams because I know he signed it. And this is the only one I could think that looks like him. And then I'm not sure who this is, and I forget who this and this is. But I thought it was something cool to show. Anyhow, 2009 Comic-Con. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the haul. I think it was sick, you know, like, my God, I'm going to be looking for these flea markets all day long now because you can't beat that with a bat. Anyhow, signing off. Thank you guys. I'm really enjoying the comic book community. YCC on Facebook and YouTube. Please leave a comment if you like. Subscribe if you like, you know, no strings attached. Anyway, God bless, and I'll talk to you guys later.